I went viral on TikTok. Probably shouldn't be telling this story again because my mom was already mad at me for telling the story the first time, which happened to be the first story I told that went viral, and it has about 1.5 million views on TikTok right now.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
Welcome back to the channel, buddies. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my stories, some of the same stories that I've told on TikTok, and I've gotten over 6 million views because of it. I figured why not bring it to YouTube, because I'm not that active on TikTok anymore anyways. I don't post enough here. I'll be able to share the stories here in much greater detail than I ever could on TikTok, because on TikTok it's only 1-minute videos. I had to leave out a lot of stuff, and plus I had to post them in parts, which kind of sucked. With that being said, here's how I caught my high school principal cheating with another teacher. By the way, my mom is a teacher. That relates to the story, so remember that. Now, everyone in the school, I'm pretty sure the whole community already suspected them of fooling around, but no one had proof until I got some. When I say I caught them cheating, I'm really telling the story of how I got proof they were cheating. At this point in time, I was living with my mom, and my bed was in the living room. I moved it in the living room because I didn't like sleeping in the bedroom, because my stepbrothers also lived with us, and it was two of them, and they were kind of young, and let's just say the room smelled like piss. So I slept in the living room. That also relates to the story. I wake up one morning and my mom, my stepbrothers, everyone is getting ready for school. I always used to go to school super late because I just didn't care at that point in time. I mean, I was almost out anyways. I think I was in like my last year or second to last year, something like that. I was always the last person to leave the house. So I would be home by myself for like 30 minutes to an hour, way after school had already started. I'm gonna go about to take a shower to start getting ready to go to school. When I head to the bathroom, I hear a knock on the door. I go to answer the door and it's Sam. Now, Sam isn't her real name, obviously, but I'm changing their names in the stories to protect their identities because they're both married. So you can call this an entanglement if you would like.
An entanglement?
Shout out to Jada. Now, it wasn't unusual for her to be knocking on my door and coming to our house because she and my mom were really good friends, and they would often go by each other's houses and talk all the time. So it wasn't unusual that she was there. Maybe the time was a little unusual because that would mean that she's also late for school, but that's another story. So she asked to use our phone to make a call, which again isn't a problem. It was a house phone. That was back in the days when people had house phones. Everybody has a cell phone now. The part where you would pick up and put to your ear so that you can hear and talk to the person, that part was broken, so only the base of the phone was working and it only worked on speaker. I pick up my towel off of my bed and I'm walking to the bathroom when the phone is ringing. The person on the other end of the phone picks up the phone and it's Peter, which is the principal, the teacher who's in the house. Now, remember I told you the whole community and the school already suspected that they were fooling around. So me being the mischievous child that I am, when I hear his voice on the other end of the phone, my little bad self, I take my phone and I put it on record and I walk back out to my bed in the living room where the phone is really close to, and I pretend like I forgot something, and I leave my phone on my bed while it's recording so that way it can hear their whole conversation. Is that illegal? Probably. I don't know. Probably is. But anyways, I was young, and you gotta forgive me. So I hear their conversation and it's all the proof I need. Like they're literally talking about the stuff that they do, which is crazy because why? Anyways, it turns out the reason why she used our phone instead of her own phone was because that same morning they apparently had an argument and he wasn't picking up her calls, and I guess she didn't want to talk to him at school because, like I said, everyone was already really suspicious. So she used our phone because he wouldn't have that number, or I guess even if he did have the number, he wouldn't have a reason not to answer it. So this is like the sweetest information in my life at this point. And I decide I'm gonna utilize this information for sure. Oh, I still have that recording to this day, by the way, but I'm never going to release it for the public to hear because I think that would be really, really messed up. And it's already bad enough that I'm telling the story in the first place. I get to school and I start acting the fool immediately. I'm wilding out, I'm misbehaving. I'm already late anyways, but I'm just doing whatever I feel like at this point. Principal sees me doing my due and he comes over to me and he's trying to discipline me, of course. I repeated a part of the conversation to him and he immediately caught on that I knew everything.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
And he laughed, he smirked, and he let me go. In my head, I'm thinking I have superpowers at this point. To test that out, during recess or break time or whatever you want to call it, we used to get like a 10-minute break in between classes. Not between every class, like just one 10-minute break between like the middle periods in the morning. And the school would sell snacks and drinks and stuff. So I snuck into the kitchen where they keep the snacks and the drinks. And I took like a whole case of Capri Suns. And I just went out and I started sharing them to all like the freshmen in high school and stuff, which is Form 1 here. And I don't get in trouble. The next day in assembly, I'm kissing this girl in assembly. And the teacher that was reading assembly, the teacher, she completely flips out and she cancels assembly and she gives us a lecture and she's trying to get me and the girl in trouble, and I'm basically like telling her, well, like it's really my fault, don't blame the girl because I was the one that was misbehaving. I was more troubling her than anything because I was a mischievous child. And she calls the principal and I don't get in trouble. The teacher is mad because she wants to know why I don't get in trouble, but I don't get in trouble, which is awesome. At this point, I basically run the school. I'm feeling invincible. I feel like nobody can do anything to me. Even my mom, who was a teacher, I mean, she would still discipline me like a mother would, but she couldn't discipline me like a teacher would though, which is all that matters in this situation, I guess. And I pretty much never got in trouble again. I pretty much ran the entire school until I graduated, which was awesome, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that's every kid's dream, and I fully much lived it. This is a true story, by the way. All this actually happened, which is pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Those were the days, you know? Those were the days. I just realized I'm wearing the perfect shirt for this story. I don't know if you guys can, I don't know if it's gonna be reversed in the camera. It probably shouldn't be, but it says "Think Them Nice." Yeah. I made it myself, guys, by the way, so if you guys want a shirt, you guys let me know. Perfect thing for story. Okay, you think them nice? You think people nice? Both of them married, both of them were married. And they were just fooling around. There was also a lot of other rumors that he was messing with a few other teachers, but never got any proof of those. So if you enjoyed this story, make sure you hit this video with a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please do. I have a ton more stories to tell. Trust me, this is not the only one. Like I said, this particular story on TikTok got 1.5 million views, and I have about 7 million views total on TikTok. So I got some stories under my belt. Just stay tuned, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when the stories are coming out. If you feel compelled to do some giving and being a nice person, you enjoy my content, you want to help me keep creating content, please subscribe to my Patreon. I very much appreciate that. I also started a gaming channel on Twitch. So if you like gaming and stuff and you guys want to like just talk to me, I don't have a set schedule on Twitch. I kind of just stream whenever. But if you guys want to like talk to me on the live and stuff, then follow me on Twitch. The link will also be in the bio. Stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and all my other social medias. All the links are in the bio below. Love you, buddies. Peace out.
Me have a story to tell. Oh Lord.